Hey everyone, Lauren from A Girl and Her Wool here. So today I'm going to be revealing the February yarn clubs. So just a little bit of background on my yarn clubs. Every single month I offer a mystery yarn of the month, and it's in club form. I don't know why that was so awkward. So every single month I have a mystery yarn colorway that is based off of a photo, and I post the photo beforehand, but that is all you know. And I do an optional contrast skein. So if you guys like doing two colored shawls or sweaters or socks, you can get a contrast skein, which is generally a tonal that goes along with the mystery club colorway. You don't have to get the contrast skein if you don't want to. Most people tend to add it on there. And again, you choose the size skein and the size base the size skein and the base for both colorways. So anyway, starting in 2021, I also offered it up as a mini skein set. So I have those to show you as well. And the way it works is on the 15th of every month. Now it's kind of starting late on the 14th, but I post this video, and on Instagram I show photos of the colors, and you have a little more than 24 hours to purchase the colorway if you so choose. If you're not a mystery fan, but you want to participate, on the 15th of each month, I offer the club up for one day only, not as a mystery, before the colorway goes into hibernation for 3 months. Kind of some background on why I do that is when I first launched the clubs, I had them available for a full month. So they would be available from the 15th of the month until the 15th of the next month. And so I figured for the last day, I would make it not a mystery if someone just wasn't a fan of the mystery. Now the way I have it set up with the automatic renewals and the subscriptions, that's not necessarily a thing. They're still available for a month. They're always available, but they're just not on the 15th to the 15th schedule, but that's how I do it. 15th sounds nice, and it's a good habit, so that's the background of it. So for February clubs, I used a photo that had some really bright snow with all the blue reflections of the bright blue sky, and I pick out these photos 3 months in advance. That way you can see the upcoming 3 months of the club. And so when I sat down to do this, it must have been like October or November that I was doing it. And my husband was walking by and was like, when you think of February, what do you think of? And he, in the most like depressing tone, was like, snow. So I was like, all right, snow. I love snow. So that is what that picture was. And again, I tried to make it so 3 months in a row don't necessarily have the same colors in it, and based on what would it have been, February or January and December, there were no blues, and so I found a bright blue photo and I love it. So of course, because I do this in advance, well, we'll get into that in a little bit. So let me show you the colorway. I have it here on a variety of bases and size skeins, so I'll kind of show you it a little all over the place, and then we'll do the mini skein set after. All right, so here it is on my sock base, and I'll show it on a few skeins first, and then I'll kind of hold one up close up. But here it is on sock. So you see really bright blue. I think it speaks to that photo pretty well. So kind of seeing one close up, there were some kind of shadowy sections, so I did bring in some dark blue, but left some of the skein light, but then also just have the really bright blues in there. And I used a few different blues in here, so if you love blue, this is your skein. So that's it on sock. Again, I have some other ones, but again, a little shadow and then a lot of the bright blue. This is it on BFL sock. So again, the same idea, just you get some of that high twist BFL yarn. So really pretty. And then here it is on DK. So again, same idea. This is actually a 50-gram skein on DK. Everything else I showed you so far was an 100-gram skein. So here it is on a 20-gram mini. So you can order it in a mini if you prefer to get a mini yarn of the month. And then again, a smaller skein. So here are like 100-gram skein, I think a 50, and then a 20. But you can get anything in between as well. So that's the Yarn Club color, and then let me grab the contrast color. Okay, so the contrast color, I'll hold it up with the main color. So again, here's the main color for January, so really bright blues. And then I just paired it with this really darker, not like a navy blue because it's like a really deep gray blue. Like I think of navy as like a really saturated dark blue, but this has like a very much a gray feel to it too. So that is that. And I didn't make it too dark just because this is so light and bright. I didn't want it paired with something like super dark. So you'll see that in this skein there are some lighter sections in there too. It's really like a washed out dark gray blue, and that is because again, this is just so light and bright that if I made this so dark that it was like almost black, it would have been too much of a contrast. So you'll still get a contrast everywhere, but it's not, just so you guys know what to expect, it's not like the deepest darkest. So that is the February Club with the contrast. Again, I went for like that shadowy color. It's still blue. I still went with the blue theme. And so it's really pretty. I really love this, and I hope you guys do too. So here is, so the most popular is a 100-gram skein with a 20-gram contrast. So here's that option on BFL. And then I'll show it on sock. So there it is. This is what most of you guys order. And then here it is on DK. Where did the DK skein go? Here it is on DK. So this is that 50-gram skein, and I think this is a 10-gram mini actually on DK. So that is that. So that's the February colorway, and then I'm going to show you guys the mini skein set. So one thing about the mini skein set is that, again, I pick these colors, I pick the photos 3 months in advance. And so, for example, right now, if you sign up for the club, you'll be signed up for March, but you can go online and see March, April, and May, if the photo inspiration for March, April, and May, if you want to. And so when I was planning this for February, it was probably back in November, and I didn't realize that I would be kind of introducing this mini skein of the month for February, starting in 2021. So that is part of the reason why my clubs for 2021 won't roll over into 2022. So if you wanted the 12-month club, it was only available in January. The 6-month club will stop being available after the July sign up. But anyway, and that is because this photo was a little, when I decided to do the mini skein set, I knew February would be a bit of a challenge. It's basically the one photo, but like always, this is a fun challenge. And if you haven't already started watching the Dye With Me series that I should be currently doing, yes, currently doing, I'm talking a lot about how I do these inspirations from photos, and if you haven't seen it yet, you probably won't. The next Dye With Me is going to be a mini skein set, so make sure you check that out. But it worked out really well. Again, I think you guys shouldn't be too surprised to see all of the blue, and so it's definitely a blue mini skein set. I didn't know if I was going to do it as a gradient, but I didn't. I did it as, like, you know, a random mini skein set, and I'm really glad that I did this way. So without further ado, without all the introduction, here it is. So here is the mini skein set. So it's so pretty. And so I usually try to take elements of the colors into it. So one of them is usually based on the contrast skein. So this one is pretty similar to the contrast skein. It's even a little bit lighter than the regular one just because of how bright the mini skein set is. This one really highlights that bright blue, but I do speckles of kind of some of the other colors. I'll hold them up individually. Kind of a whiter skein, and then this one's pretty based on the main colorway of the month, and then this one highlights kind of some of the secondary blues that I did. So anyway, here it is again as a whole, so you can see it, and then I'll just show each one individually really quickly. So again, this one's pretty based on the contrast colorway, and then this one highlights that bright blue from the main colorway, and then I just kind of do some speckles on there. I will say the main colorway is not speckled. I mean, every once in a while I guess some of the dye stayed as a speckle, but for the most part it's not very speckly. So I didn't make the mini skeins too speckled either, but I tried to just do a little bit. So again, highlights that bright blue. The third one, I tried to keep white and then just do speckles of all of the blues in the main colorway, but again, keep it pretty light and white. The fourth one is very similar to, is basically the main colorway, so you get kind of a combination of all of the blues. And then the last one highlights kind of this medium blue that I did. It just is like a more mixed up version, so instead of having a lot of the brighter blue, which some of it is in there, it kind of has a lot of that middle color, and then some of like the darker gray that I use in the contrast color is brought out here. So I didn't do, it's kind of similar to the main color, just darkened down a little bit. So that is the mini skein set. So again, it was one of those, you know, kind of a challenge to think about how to do a mini skein set where the color photo itself wasn't that colorful, didn't have too many options, but again, challenge success. I love how it came out. So this is it on sock in 20 gram minis, and then I also have it on DK in 20 gram minis. So here is, and I think it's in this, it's not in the same order, hold on. So here it is on DK in 20 gram minis. So again, the same exact idea. There. So if you are interested in the mini skein set, you know, you can choose it on your any size skeins. Of course, you can also just do the mini, the mystery club and its contrast color. So that is it for this video. I hope you love the February color. Again, it's available now. It's available in the shop, and it will be until I wake up on the 16th. Let me just check because I filmed this in advance. So give me 1 second. So this is airing. It is Sunday night. The 14th is a Sunday night. So happy Valentine's Day, guys. Make sure you get Galentine's Day. My Valentine's Day colorway. Go check that out. So it will be available until I wake up Tuesday morning on the 16th. You can get the February club, and then it will hibernate for 3 months. If you're interested in participating in the club, you can sign up now for the March club, and that will be through the 20th. So all subscriptions automatically renew on the 20th. So that will be the last day to sign up for the March club, and then if you sign up after that, you will be automatically signed up for April. So they're always available. Just make sure when you purchase it, it should tell you when it renews next, so you can see which club you would be a part of. I also have it on my shop news page on my website at agirlandherwool.com. And don't forget, for ongoing club subscriptions, you can use A Girl and Her Wool Club 10 for 10% off your order. And anything that you pay up front, so if you're buying any of the longer length clubs that you pay for up front, along with any other purchase in my shop, you can always use A Girl and Her Wool 10 for 10% off your order. So thank you so much. Make sure, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about February. Let me know what you would love to see more in clubs. Don't forget, starting in April, I will be having a special club, so look for an announcement soon on my Rainbow Club that will last for the second quarter of the year. I'm excited to get that rolling. And stick around for my ongoing dye with me if you love seeing how I come up with these colors. So Hey guys, so I am popping in here to explain one additional change with the club starting from now on. So I am going to be suspending the rewards program associated with the clubs. And the main reason for that is that the ongoing clubs basically earn points towards a 10% off coupon, but you guys are more than welcome to use A Girl and Her Wool 10 for 10% off your order anytime. And so it seems silly and redundant to be doing additional manual work behind the scenes to give you guys a coupon code you actually already have access to. So I may reinstate a rewards program at some point, but for now there will not be rewards. If you have any questions about your situation or about it in general, you can reach out and email me at agirlandherwool@gmail.com anytime. I'm happy to answer your questions. If you have any coupon codes that are currently, still active, they are not going away. You are entitled to them. And then if you are in a 6-month club, the 6-month clubs, we're going to earn rewards every 3 months, and if I still owe you your second coupon code, you will still get that. It's just any purchases from here on out will not be earning rewards points. So there's a good chance that I will reinstate it for the 3-month and the 6-month clubs sooner, just because those rewards were greater than 10%, so that would actually not be redundant. But again, it's a lot of manual work on my back end. So I'm looking for a way to kind of automate that and see if like my shop behind the scenes can actually do it itself. And once I figure that out, I will bring it back. Again, if you have any questions about your situation or scenario, let me know. I'm trying not to drag this out too long. But just for now, the program is suspended. So I won't be issuing any new coupon codes from here on out, again, unless I already owe you one, if you are in a 6-month club that you signed up for in January or February. So anyway, and this has been in my shop. I'm not kind of trying to do this after the fact. This has been up in my shop as an announcement on my shop news page, as well as I removed all the language about the rewards program from the listings themselves, like back when I, after February renewed. So anyone who would have signed up for like the March club, it wouldn't have been in the listing for it. But again, feel free to reach out with any questions. I'm not trying to do anything bad here. It's really just, again, a little redundant to create special coupon codes for 10% off when you're all welcome to use A Girl and Her Wool 10 anytime. So anyway, that is it. Back to the regular video. Thanks so much. Thank you so much. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.